Former Finance Secretary Joel Jack has dismissed the current THA administration's calls for increased allocations from the national budget, citing a lack of transparency in how funds have been managed over the past 3 years. Speaking on the Minority Report last night, Jack argued that given the country's financial challenges and the absence of accountability from the Farley Augustine-led administration, the THA should not expect more than the minimum allowance. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
Former Finance Secretary Joel Jack expressed confusion over how an administration that has struggled with public accountability could expect the central government to allocate 5.8% of the national budget for fiscal 2025 to the THA.
And I have looked in shock, in unbelief. Here is someone who promised transparency and accountability, but in each of his budget statements, successive budget statements, I believe 3 to date, we have seen no accountability with respect to the funding received from central government, no accountability with respect to what is the balance in the contingencies.
Jack criticized the THA for lacking clear plans and direction on how they intend to drive Tobago's development. He urged the Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and the Executive Council to be more realistic about the country's economic challenges before requesting additional funds.
But prior to that, we are managing scarce resources, and a prudent Tobago administration would appreciate the challenges nationally. And you know, sometimes a child coming to mommy, I want this, mommy, I want that, and you ain't get it and you want to make noise? No.
The former finance secretary highlighted that the country's economic situation is projected to improve starting in 2027 as revenue from the recent Dragon gas deal begins to materialize.
And this cry, this hopeless cry, to me, it is a smoke screen. It is. When you look at the numbers tell me that something is going on there that we will see coming out over the next 2 fiscal periods. And I am concerned, as all Tobagonians should be, with what is happening in the Tobago House of Assembly.
Addressing complaints about inadequate developmental funding for Tobago, Jack noted that this issue is not new. As Finance Secretary for 8 years, he managed this challenge by reallocating funds from the recurrent budget to address the island's needs.
We received approximately annually over 70% of our recurrent expenditure. The challenge historically has been on the DP side. And he said, listen, let us restrict recurrent, because recurrent, we need to invest in productive goods, in capital goods to develop the island.
Jack stated that his administration operated prudently with fewer funds while ensuring the private sector had room to grow. He believes that the gains have regressed over the past 3 years under the current administration. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.